Yo, how is everybody doing today? We're gonna be checking out the Game Awards stuff. Let me show my screen here. Alright. So, what did everybody think about the Game Awards yesterday? I thought they were pretty good. I saw some people disappointed with them. I'm not 100% sure why, because I thought the games that were revealed honestly seemed pretty fire. Um, as well as Expedition 33 winning all those rewards, I think it is very well deserved. Um, they definitely deserve the awards. Um, yeah, so my plan for today's stream is we're gonna go ahead, go through some of the games here that were showcased at the Game Awards, and then I want to create a list of games that we should play on stream here. I'm calling it Christmas Ketchup. Uh, I think it's a somewhat creative name, but yeah. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try my best starting Monday to stream basically every day, at least until Christmas. Um, except for weekends, um, just to like play games and stuff. And since uh, I'm finishing my finals today, so that's why we're gonna have a bit of a shorter stream today. I do have to get my finals done. They are due today. Um, so yeah, gonna have a little bit of a shorter stream, but should be an interesting one as we go through some of these games here. Also, um, because of my setup, whenever I'm like showing my desktop screen, I am not able to see chat. I do have my phone up with Twitch chat, so I can see Twitch chat, but if you're in the YouTube chat, I will not be able to see your chats. So head over to the Twitch chat if you would like to see me respond. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and look at some of the games here that were showcased. Um, I'm probably only gonna like kind of click on some of uh the major ones here. Um, so because I don't think all of them are necessarily worth me looking into them. So here we have this like dog game. It looked kind of interesting, but not really my style of game. So probably won't really be checking that out. This game seems kind of interesting. I'm not sure how advertisements are gonna be. I don't have like YouTube Premium or anything like that, so I have to deal with advertisements. But this game seemed kind of interesting. It's the way they were describing it seems kind of like a Souls like, but um but first person, which is interesting. I don't know how I like the visuals, to be honest. Um it looks kind of cool for sure. Maybe we'll check it out when it comes out. But yeah, that's Decrepit. Seems kind of cool. Audio Mech seems sick, but not my type of game. Um, might have to check it out, but I'm assuming it's only on PC, so may have an issue there. Pragmata, I am very excited for this game. Um, I've had it on my wish list for a little bit. I think it looks super sick. Um, yeah, it's like basically all about this guy and this girl, and from my understanding, basically the guy is kind of like the brute force, like he has all the guns and stuff. And then the girl can like hack into these mechs and stuff, these robots that you fight. Um, so it's a really cool idea, and basically you're like hacking the robots to like I think create weaknesses or make them more vulnerable, and then you shoot them with the guy. And you kind of have to do that all in real time. Like you have to be dodging attacks while you're doing the puzzle on the side to hack them. It seems super cool, and that's April 24th. So we'll probably be checking that out. Um, Probably gonna check out the gameplay demo once it's available on PlayStation as well. Moving on, Bradley the Badger. This game seemed interesting. The main thing catching my attention with this game was one of the first scenes. Let me get to it. Like here, right? He was like walking through all this stuff. I'm like, what's going on? And then boom, Badger born. I'm like, no way. Like everybody's wanting Bloodborne 2. This is our Bloodborne 2. Of course, it's not actually our Bloodborne 2 because the game is a lot more than just that. But yeah, it has the same parry, which is crazy to me. Um, yeah, I'm interested in this game because I think the next game here, I want to say he goes to like Cyberpunk or something. Um, so yeah, it's kind of cool. You like alter the games and stuff to do different things, and you're kind of like hopping in between games. Yeah, here Cyber Badger, which is obviously Cyberpunk. So yeah, super cool game here. Um, Definitely want to check that out. Though I don't know if it's on PlayStation, so I might have to wait. Stupid Never Dies. This game, I was very confused what it was at first. It felt like High School Musical at the beginning here. They're having like a whole musical or whatever, right? But once they started showing some gameplay, it actually seemed pretty sick here. Uh, yeah, this combat and stuff seems pretty cool. So definitely gonna be looking into this, I think. Um, when it comes out. Did they put a release date? No, they just said 2026. So yeah, at the whoops, did not mean the full screen. Definitely gonna have to look into that as we get more into 2026. This performance was beautiful. Uh, from one of the songs from Expedition 33. Beautiful performance. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. I was freaking out about this, bro. I I was watching it. I saw like Star Wars stuff. I was like, what is this game? Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic is crazy. Like these visuals look really good. I understand that it's cinematic, so may not look this good in game, but I have hope that it will probably look at least close to like this. Man, this looks super cool. Super, super cool. Did they say 2026 for this? Or will it possibly be like 2027? No, they don't give a release date at all. That's probably like 2027, maybe even 2028. Um Divinity, this trailer was kind of crazy. I was thinking this was Witcher 4 for a long time. Um but turned out to be the statue game Divinity, which I think looks super crazy. It's a pretty brutal trailer, so I don't know if I'm gonna play much of it. But yeah, that's the statue that we saw. Um, Pretty sick, pretty sick. Definitely gonna be checking this game out. Made by the same people that made Baldur's Gate 3. Um, and I didn't realize what the Divinity games were. I was thinking they were more action RPG, but no, it seems like they're extremely similar to Baldur's Gate 3. Um, like kind of identical um gameplay styles. So yeah, this should basically be kind of the same level of Baldur's Gate 3 if done correctly, which they said it's supposed to be even bigger than Baldur's Gate 3, which is kind of insane. Moving on, Jennifer English winning Best Performance. Congratulations to her. Definitely deserves it as Mayel. I believe I voted for Ben Starr, I want to say, but I would not be mad if any of them won because they all had absolutely amazing performances. Coven of the Chicken Foot World. Honestly, that game didn't really interest me that much. Seems kind of cool, but I don't think I'm gonna really check that out. Ontos. I don't really remember what this game was. I'm gonna be honest. Let me see. Oh yeah, there was this weird game. Yeah, I don't really know what that was. Not really interested in that. Resident Evil Requiem. This trailer kind of made me interested in Resident Evil. I never wanted to play Resident Evil because I'm a massive scaredy cat, right? And hate horror games, but I have recently been able to tolerate it a little bit more. And I don't know, the Resident Evil games kind of seem sick. So this is definitely on the list for the catch up, the Christmas catch up, I think, for sure. Yeah, they got Leon Kennedy, who many claim to be the GOAT, a very iconic character. So yeah, definitely want to maybe check that out. So maybe we'll be playing some Resident Evil games. I'm not sure how much the stories connect. I don't know if there's like one Resident Evil game I can play to kind of be ready for Requiem or something, or if the stories are kind of all aligning. I'll have to look into that. Order of the Sinking Star World. This game seemed kind of sick. Um, it was just like this cool little puzzle game. Um, like it seemed like a pretty sick puzzle game to be honest. Like you go through these like different types of worlds that have like different powers and stuff and different things. Seems pretty interesting. Don't know if that's a game I'd play on stream, but it seems cool. Exodus. I don't remember what this was. Hold up. Exodus. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, this game seemed kind of interesting. I just don't really like how the main character looks, to be honest, and that kind of matters a lot for me. Um, yeah, I don't know. Seems kind of interesting, but it's not gonna be super high on my radar right now. Lego Batman looks incredible. I am very excited for that, and we'll probably be playing that. Don't know if that's gonna be a stream game. We'll have to see. If I have like nothing else to play when it comes out, I'll probably play it on stream. But yeah, Lego Batman looks sick. The Tomb Raider games. I'm gonna be honest. The um this first one that they show, um I'm not a huge fan. It's like a completely new Tomb Raider game. I don't know how much I like the look of it. Of course, it is like pretty much all cinematic, but I don't know. I don't really vibe with Lara Croft's look, to be honest. I don't know why she looks kind of off to me. Um, but of course, I can change. I think they did that for like Stellar Blade. I think they made like Eve um look a bit different before release, so I think it's possible, but yeah, we'll see. I have always wanted to get into the Tomb Raider games. This Tomb Raider game seems interesting to me though, which I believe this is a remake of the first Tomb Raider, if I'm not mistaken. Looks pretty cool. So yeah, Tomb Raider would definitely be on the list of Christmas catch up. That was super satisfying. So yeah, Tomb Raider is definitely on the list of Christmas catch up. Possibly play some Tomb Raider. Invincible Versus looks cool. I definitely need to catch up on the show because I didn't even recognize the character that they revealed today, or I guess yesterday. Um, so yeah, I definitely need to catch up. Orbitals. I feel like this looked interesting. Oh yeah, this was like that kind of retro anime styled game, co-op, I believe. Um, I thought it did look pretty cool. Let's get it up here. Yeah, I really like the style of the game. This looks like something I would definitely play with my brother. I think it should be pretty cool. So yeah, pretty sick looking game here. Definitely gives me like It Takes Two vibes, but with this retro anime style, I think it's super sick. So yeah, Orbitals, definitely gonna be looking for that. Forest 3, I've never played Forest, and that trailer honestly didn't really get me interested in Forest, so I think they probably will still not play any of the Forest games. Diablo 4, Lord of Hatred, seems cool. Um, Maybe I'll get back into Diablo. I still haven't played the last DLC. I bought it, but I never fully played through it. So yeah, I might have to check that out at some point. Deadpool in Marvel Rivals next year. That's pretty sick. Um, though Marvel Rivals, don't know if I really want that to be a core game I play on stream. I'm trying to focus more on RPG games, so that's definitely going to be something I'll probably check out in my own time. 007 looks cool. I don't know. I don't It doesn't super appeal to me. Like it looks kind of cool, but I'm not super interested in it, I don't think. Um Warframe update, don't really care about that. I never got into Warframe and I don't really want to get into it now because the game's been out for like what? Like 12 years or something. Lords of the Fallen 2 is interesting. Um Maybe I'll look into that. I never played Lords of the Fallen, so that could be something we play during Christmas catch up for sure. That is a Souls game. Um I know when it released, it wasn't the best, but I think they improved. So yeah. Sorrows looks cool. It's just I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of the game prior. Um I forget what it was called, but it was like a roguelike, but I wasn't a huge fan of it, and it seems very similar. At least combat wise is like exactly the same, it seems. So not sure about that game. No Law actually seemed pretty sick. Like I don't know, this just seemed like pure action and like super cool. Might check out this game. Um, yeah, I think the environment's pretty cool. And yeah, I love the ragdoll. Yeah, this game looks pretty sick. Pretty sick. Guns look good. Kind of gives me cyberpunk vibes. And yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Um, Congratulations to Arc Raiders winning best multiplayer. That's pretty cool. Ace Combat 8. That trailer honestly looks sick. I just don't know what the Ace Combat games are about. So, yeah. This game, oh my goodness. I was going crazy when this game was revealed. Bro, like I saw them racing and stuff. I was like, no way, is this like another Star Wars racing game? And sure enough, it is. Made by like the same people that made like Need for Speed and stuff. So that's probably super sick. Um Man, I think this is gonna be really fun. And like they like you could like blow people up by like ramming them into walls and stuff. They show that a couple times in the trailers. But yeah, this looks like it'll be a blast. I love that like there's this Star Wars pod racing game. I think that was like pretty old. I want to say like um probably PS3, maybe PS2. But like with the PS4 console I got, it came with Star Wars Battlefront as well as quite a few of like old Star Wars games. And one of them was this Star Wars Pod Racer game. And I remember playing that quite a lot when I was younger. Um, and yeah, that was pretty sick. Yeah, that game looks awesome. Um, out of world, out of words. I'm also out of words apparently. Looks interesting, but not my kind of game. But it does look like a pretty cute game. Phantom Blade Zero finally getting a release date, which is amazing. September next year. That'll definitely be a game we play on stream. Um, Mega Man Dual Override looks awesome. I was not expecting Mega Man to come back. Um, but yeah, that game looks pretty sick. That's not necessarily my style of game, but the visuals look so cool. So definitely interested in Mega Man. Super Mario Galaxy movie looks cool. Not much to say there. Definitely want to give that a watch. Um, when it comes out. When does it come out? Like April next year, I believe. Let's see real quick. Oh, we're gonna have to wait through this whole 15-second trailer. Um, oh yeah, I want to say April is when it comes out, if I am not mistaken. Let's see here. Yeah, April. April. And then finally High Guard looks super cool. I was really hoping for this game to be like a spiritual successor to Titanfall when he announced the same developers as Apex Legends and Titanfall. And I was really hoping for that, which is not. But the game still looks pretty interesting. Don't really know what it is, but it's coming out next month. So that's sick. Don't know if I'll be streaming it. Um, since it's like a shooter game. But yeah, it looks cool. It's a new breed of of shooter. So I'm hoping it looks very unique. Um So I don't know what to expect from this game. It seems cool. Hopefully it's good. It's free to play, coming out next month. I think that's sick. Um, Definitely gonna be checking this game out. Hopefully it's good. And yeah, I think that is kind of all the games. Um, Expedition 33 winning game of the year, 100% deserve it. Those guys are and gals are amazing at what they do. Um, Incredible work from them. But yeah, let's go ahead, figure out what we want to put in the Christmas catch-up list here. So I think something that could definitely be in here, Resident Evil. I'll have to look into what Resident Evil game specifically. I know a lot of people talk about Resident Evil. Oops, can't spell. Resident Evil 4. I know a lot of people talk about, so that'd probably be my go-to. Yeah, I don't know if there's any other Resident Evil games that I should check out. Another thing, not Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. Um, I think those games look pretty cool, and I actually have the 3 like newer Tomb Raider games, like not like the older ones, but like I think when was the first one of them made? I would guess PS4, but I guess it could have been PS3, maybe. I don't know. I think they were probably all made during PS4, but yeah, I got like 3 like these newer Tomb Raider games that do look really fun. Never played them. I believe I got like 2 of them for free, and I started playing one and liked it, so then I ended up buying the third one because it was like on sale. But I never finished the one I was playing. I never beat any of them, so I think that could be interesting to go back and check out. What other games are we thinking? I'm thinking Hades for sure. I do want to check out Hades 2. It every time they showcased Hades 2, when they were announcing a new award, it looked super sick to me. So I kind of want to do that. What else are we thinking? I don't know if there's really anything else that I would need to play to like catch up on something that was like announced here. Um, oh, we skipped this game, and actually, a couple of these games here. Whoops. Um, this Warlock game, I think seemed interesting. I don't think it was anything crazy though. From what I remember. Let's see here. Um, yeah, I think I just didn't really know what was going on. Yeah, but it seems kind of cool. Um, for sure. Yeah, seems like pretty cool. Pretty cool. Um, so yeah, then this Gang of Dragon game also seems kind of interesting. Um, Kind of gave me Yakuza vibes, just the like mannerisms of the characters and stuff. But maybe it's from the same developers. Um, Seems kind of interesting, but I don't think it's gonna be my kind of game, to be honest. So yeah, seems cool. Not for me. Street Fighter movie seems interesting. That first little teaser, I actually quite enjoyed that. That seems pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie. Um, I know a lot of people were memeing about the cast when it was announced. Um, but I don't know. They seem pretty good at their characters. So yeah, I think it could be interesting. So yeah, I don't think there's really any other games to really like play, to be honest. Trying to think if there's anything else. I know Code Vein 2 comes out like next month. I don't know if I'm gonna play that though. The more I see of the game, honestly, the less interested I'm getting. And I haven't played the first one, and don't know if I really want to. Um, so yeah, I think these games should be pretty good. We might honestly start with Hades because I believe it's still on sale right now. For like $7 or $8 or something like that. So I might check that out. Tomb Raider. I also have pretty high on the list, I think. Um, Especially since I have like 3 of the games. Um, so yeah, maybe we'll check out Tomb Raider as well. Resident Evil, I want to check out, but also that one's a little bit harder. Um, like I don't know, the games seem pretty scary and brutal. Don't know how much I'm gonna like them. It's just from that Resident Evil Requiem trailer looked pretty cool, which is the only reason why I'm even considering um, to play the Resident Evil games. But yeah, I think this is kind of the main games here. I guess we could look more into Resident Evil. Do you have to play um what it was say? Other Resident Evil games before 4? Let's do that. Here's a Reddit post. Do I need to play any other game before Resident Evil 4 Remake? I have played Village, but it doesn't have any connection to Resident Evil 4. I haven't played Village, so let's see what they say. Given that you haven't played the other titles already, I assume you're not a hardcore fan, so I won't recommend 4 or 5 different games here. I'd say play Resident Evil 2 Remake because it's Leon's story before the events of 4, and it's simply an amazing game. It's my favorite in the series so far, and I envy you for having the possibility of experiencing it for the first time. Okay. Great, but man, does unlocking infinite ammo suck hard? I'm already having the fun playing it, by the way. Does Leon know about... Okay, talking about story stuff. Let's see what other people say. Resident Evil 2 Remake. I hear OG Resident Evil 4 is quite good. Um... So it seems like a lot of people are saying Resident Evil 2. If you got time for 2 games, Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 would be enough to catch you up. Plus, there's some of the best games in the series. No, not at all. You could go into Resident Evil 4 with no prior knowledge of Resident Evil, and you wouldn't miss anything. There's a small recap of what happens in the previous games, but even then, you don't need to know the story of the first 3 games to enjoy Resident Evil 4. The story in Resident Evil 4 isn't even that complex or anything. The whole thing can be summed up as President's daughter was kidnapped by a cult infected by a creepy parasite. Your job is, okay, blah, blah, blah. There's no crazy plot twists or deep, complex narrative, and you don't need to dive into the Resident Evil lore to understand it. It's straightforward and simple occasionally, gives the same vibe as a cheesy action movie, and it's awesome. Okay. I'd say Resident Evil 2. Others may say Resident Evil 4, which does make sense, but maybe not as you get to then experience all of the craziness for the first time, so you may enjoy the surprises. No knowledge of Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 4 is a direct sequel. The Leon chapter of Darkside Chronicles could also help, since whoever that is will apparently be expanded upon in Resident Evil 4 Remake. Played OG Resident Evil 4 back in 2005 without having played any other game prior. Resident Evil 4's story is largely standalone, so you should be able to jump into the remake just fine. Alright, so what I'm gathering, I think, is we play Resident Evil 2 remake, and then we play Resident Evil 4 remake. Seems like we can go straight to 4 if we really want to, but seems like Resident Evil 2 is like Leon's origin story, so to say. So yeah, and I'm definitely gonna want to play remakes, I think, because I don't know, the older games seem a little hard to control and stuff. So yeah. And then yeah, Tomb Raider. Play like the 3 Tomb Raider games I have, if that's what we play. Maybe I'll put a poll up. And see what people want. I'll put a poll for like Resident Evil 2 remake. Let me actually see how much that costs. Because I doubt I have it. Let me check that out, because that will probably be a determiner if it's like, not on sale or something. I don't think I will like buy it. Unless it's like super cheap, a base price or something. Let's see. Resident Evil 2. Oh shoot, it is 75% off right now. I might have to jump on that then. It's $10. Might have to jump on that then. Yeah. So $10 there. That's not bad at all. Let me put it on my wish list. I guess I can show you guys my screen. I need to get rid of the text. Do that. Alright. So yeah, Resident Evil 2, $10. That's not bad. Whoops. Resident Evil 4, let's see. $16, 60% off. So yeah. I might have to jump on that right now then, while they're on sale. How long are they on sale for? The 15th. Oof. And then it's pretty soon. Was Resident Evil 2 the same? Seems like it. Might have to jump on this. Yeah. Well, 15th. That's Monday, I believe. Yeah. 15th is Monday. So what I could do, I could buy Resident Evil 2, start playing that Monday. If I kind of vibe with the game, then I buy Resident Evil 4 as well. Maybe. So then the Tomb Raider games I have, let me just show you guys since I am on my PlayStation now. Collection, Tomb Raider, here we go. Yeah, I got these 3 Tomb Raider games. I'm not sure which order they go in. I want to say it's this game, this game, this game. Or it might be this game, this game, this game. Not sure exactly which order they go in, but that'll be a quick Google search. And yeah, I think it goes this game, then this game, and I think this is the first game, because I'm noticing I got this one from PlayStation Plus, this one from PlayStation Plus, this one I had to buy, and I remember having to buy the first game, and I think it would make sense that I started playing the second game before this one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Then last thing was Hades. Hades, I feel like might be the winner of what I want to play, because I think it might be on my wish list. Hades. Yeah, because it's $750 right now. So I might buy this, and then we could play like Hades 2 if I enjoy this game. Of course, I may not even enjoy it. We'll see. Might put up a vote on YouTube or something, see what people want. Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a big one to play Silk Song. Yeah, let me look at some of my games here. I mean, I could also there's so many games I could play, bro. Because I could also play like Metaphor or Persona 3 Reload, because I definitely need to play through those. Here, let me mark down some of these games. So, Hollow Knight. Metaphor. ReFantazio. Persona 3 Reload. What else? I mean, there's some other games here. Let's see. Like, I could play Black Myth Wukong. Could play Kazan. But see, they're full price right now. I mean, I'm sure I could have got them for sale during like Black Friday or something, but I didn't. So I don't think I'm going to include them since they're full price. Same for Dark Souls 2. Those are games that I'm definitely going to want to grab while they're on sale. I mean, Unicorn Overlord, I'm kind of interested in that. So I would rather play like Metaphor, Persona 3. Lies of P DLC, I do need to play at some point. I think even though it's not on sale, I will put this on here. Because that is something I really want to play. Lies of P DLC. Let's see. Cause yeah, there is Code Vein we could play. I don't know. This does look pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie. And I think I could get Code Vein for free. Let me see. Code Vein. Yeah, I even have it installed actually. So yeah, I might look into this game. This might be a pretty cool game to play. I'm not sure exactly how the game is. I've heard it's kind of like a Souls-like, but also it doesn't really seem like a Souls-like. Maybe it's like maybe I'm kind of leaning more towards like action RPG with maybe some Souls elements, but not necessarily a Souls-like. But yeah, I'll put Code Vein on here. We might have to do multiple votes. I'm so excited for this game here, Arknights Enfield. Even though it's a gacha game, it looks so sick. And honestly, we'll probably play this on the stream. It comes out next month. We might play that on stream for sure. It looks super cool. Hopefully the gacha system doesn't get in the way. Digimon Storytime Stranger. I want to play this at some point. I think it's a game I'm going to wait for sale though. Dispatch looks really fun. That may also be a game I wait till it's on sale though. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What else is there? Marvel Cosmic Invasion looks sick, though. That's not really a stream game. I feel like. Though people may be interested in that. I don't know. It's a game I'm interested in. Oh, Toxic Commando. For some reason, this wasn't on the Game Awards channel. I don't think. This game seems pretty cool. It's just zombies, but it's made by the same people, I think, that made like Left 4 Dead. Looks pretty sick, I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, smack that on there. Phantom Blade Zero, I cannot wait for this game, bro. Cannot wait. It looks so cool. Yeah, so glad it has a release date now. Yeah, so let me show you the list here, what we got so far. Switch to desktop. Alright, so this is what the list is looking like. We got Resident Evil, Tomb Raider, Hades, Hollow Knight, Metaphor ReFantazio, Persona 3 Reload, Lies of P DLC, and Code Vein. So I think what I could actually do is put up 2 posts. And yeah, I think I'll put up 2 posts. One will have like the first 4, the second will have the other 4, and then I'll do like a second post with the winners of those, and then see what it comes down to. So yeah, should be interesting. Is there any other games we want to add to this? I guess I could add Dispatch it is only $30. 40 bucks for the deluxe edition. I don't really know what special stuff you get. I see you get digital comics, whatever that means. Yeah. I don't know. This might be interesting to get into. Heard a lot of great things about it. So yeah, I'll include Dispatch on there. Sure. Dispatch. So yeah, I think that kind of covers everything that I would like to catch up on. Yeah. Looks good, looks good. Excited to see what the poll votes are. If you are in stream, look out for those. I'll try to put the first one out probably honestly like right after this stream. I'll try to put out the first vote. So yeah, I guess we could also put out. Nah, I want to like catch up on games. I was gonna say I could put out just like, you know, if people just want me to play like whatever. Outlast 1 and 2. What's Outlast? Let me look that up. Outlast. I don't know about this. Excuse me. I don't know about this game. Yeah, I'm not super into scary games. I'm kind of pushing it with Resident Evil, to be honest, just because I hear they're like great games. And I don't know, that Resident Evil Requiem trailer from the Game Awards kind of interested me. Like Leon in that trailer went kind of crazy. So yeah, that's the only reason why I'm kind of thinking about giving Resident Evil a shot. I'm sure it'll be difficult because I hate scary games. But I feel like I've been able to tolerate them a little bit more. So we'll see. We'll see. Don't think there's anything else I want to put on here. Well, maybe Elden Ring, if I just want to play Elden Ring. Because I do want to just catch up on games, but also I might try to get into like Elden Ring speedrunning. We'll see. I'm gonna put it on here. See if that's what people may want. I think that kind of covers everything. I guess I could also put Night Rain, but I'll probably just wait for more stuff to be added to Night Rain before streaming that again. Yeah, I think that kind of covers mostly everything. Yeah. So look out for the YouTube posts. I'll also put them on X as well. Just to see what games people would like me to play. There will probably be multiple rounds. So I'll figure that out. And yeah, the first one should go up hopefully shortly after this stream. So yeah. Hope you guys will check that out. And I will see you guys later. So, bye bye.